I'm gonna sign into chat real quick. And I think we're live, and I think the chat is working. I went ahead and I threw something on. I'm only at wave 129. But today I want to do an update between, what has been updated since last Saturday? Today is Tuesday, so we got Monday, Sunday, Saturday. So it's just been 3 days of farming. And then I'm going to run the tournament. Because of my work schedule, I cannot do it on Wednesday. So the people I'm competing against will get an extra, basically 22 to 23 hours, depending if they maximize their time. So they get an extra 20 to 22 hours to farm. That's going to make it a little bit harder for me to get into Legends, but you never know. I got some great feedback last stream. I really appreciate that. I know there's a lot of YouTubers and streamers, and even if you're not watching this live, I do look at the comments. So yeah, if you see something interesting, or if you have a question, have a comment, have a suggestion, just put it down below. Even if this is not live, I still post it as if it's like a normal YouTube video. So let's start with research, because we have some updates there now. So I have actually completed the orb speed. So I have replaced it with Death Wave coin bonus. And I have completed, what was it? It was Black Hole coin bonus, and I replaced it with Orbs boss hit. And then it was suggested in the previous video to remove coins per kill, because it was getting to the point where I think it was around 14 days per level, and I'm only getting like a 0.02 increase each time. So in terms of bonuses, there's other items I can get that I can get quicker in terms of time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep what do I have? At least 2 or 3 labs in terms of economy. For sure 2 coins and then 1 special economy. So like here, shards. So whenever this is complete or it gets too long, I will put it on a different shard. So yeah, let's go through. I'm starting to get quite a few yellows, which is nice. I haven't done anything in damage in the last 3 days. In defense, like I said, I finished Orb Speed and replaced with Orb Boss Hit. Removed coins per kill, and instead am researching Death Wave coin bonus, and also doing Spotlight coin bonus. Basically, once these researches get anywhere from 7 to 14 days, I'll probably switch it to some other economy options. I think the only real economy options are, where are they? Waves required for perks and standard perks bonus. I can get those up to 7 to 14 days each, because this does help your farms. Doesn't help your tournament, of course, but economy usually doesn't, except for in the long run. And then Golden Bot, both duration and cooldown are both, I think, low-hanging fruit in terms of getting my economy up. My Golden Bot is max for range, but I'm working on the cooldown and duration in terms of medals, and would not be bad to get those researches up. There's 20 of them. I haven't done any of that one, and I've done 9 for the cooldown. I haven't done anything for enemies. And then modules, research shards. And so once that gets either too long or completed, I'll probably do something else in this area to help with that type of economy. So let's go ahead and end this farming run. And actually, no. Let's go ahead and preemptively turn off all of our damage for the tournament. home. And then it was suggested to me to stop using gems to rush research and stop using gems to do modules. So I did. I will check to see if there's any upgrades I can do. Looks like not. Let's go ahead and merge. I don't think that's a good one to merge. I always get hopeful and be like, well, but the thing is, you won't get any of the good ones just on farming, unfortunately, which kind of stinks. So we can go to shatter, all rarities, say none, boom. And then we'll just shatter these, because I think I saw at least one that was pretty darn close. Let's see if that fixes it. We'll just click all of them. Okay. Didn't get us there for damage. Did get us there for health, which is awesome. Boom. Get a little extra to health. Not going to say no to that. And then nothing else. Okay. So let's go ahead and spend some gems on cards. That's also a mission that's currently going. So participate in 2 tournaments. So I should be able to finish that one today. Already got in a bracket at about 5:45 my time, PM. We'll get that gem. That'll take some time. But here at cards, we'll get that. Labs will get. He'll kill enemies. I'll get that while farming, if not during the tournament. I don't have interland mines yet, but during farming runs, we will have a chance to get that as a perk, which is nice. I have all ultimate weapons except for landmines and poison swamp, and of course, I had to pick one of the ones I don't have. I was able to already pick up this background, and I'm really darn close to getting this. And actually, if I go in and just say that I'm gonna, all right, that should, boom, boom, event shop, nice, claim it. So I'll just get a little bit more coins for my farming, and here's my golden bot. My understanding is you want to do cooldown first, then duration, then bonus, is what I was told. Let me know if you think so as well. Okay. So we'll buy some cards because it's for that special event. Let's see. We want damage. We'll turn off attack speed for now. Health regen, that's fine. Cash, slow, critical chance, defense. Yeah, we want critical chance. Free upgrades, good. Okay, that all looks good. Oh, we want to remove Death Ray. And so what do we want in its place? Something that we can put in and take out. We don't want Wave Skip. We don't want Intro to Sprint because we want to build up health. I mean, we could do Critical Coin and Coin just to farm a little bit. Sounds silly, but I will remember to take them out. I will. I promise. All right, so let's go ahead and buy some cards. I was able to finish out Critical Coin and Intro to Sprint. And I think Plasma Can was already full. So yeah, I am making progress on my cards. It's only a matter of time until I complete them. So let's go ahead and spend a good chunk of gems. Need to keep at least 10 so I can do another tournament. Okay. I usually just like to do them in 200s. That way I always have a little bank of gems in case I need to do something. So I'm going to leave that for now. Didn't get anything really exciting, but that's okay. All right, so we're in tourney. We turned off our ultimate weapons. We have our cards how we like them. Let's go ahead and battle. Let's look at here. It looks like we just got about 700 right now, but I bet that's a lot of people. Oh, wow. It's like everyone except for Diddles has pretty much started. Now, they might do it again tomorrow, but it's going to be very unlikely that I will be able to do it tomorrow. Just because of how my work schedule is. So yeah, other people can have another 22 hours of farming over me. So we will see if I can get back into Legends. All right, we went ahead and we got another stack of medals, which is always great. And I think I got at least one or two of the orbs do more damage to the bosses. So I'm curious, if my net will make a boss stop at a certain distance. When things get tough, I can, move that one set of orbs to that location and maybe take a little bit more health off the boss. It won't be an issue right now, but I wish we could make this smaller. I know we can do this, but I don't know if everything was just a little bit smaller so I could see more of the map. That'd be great. Since we add the wall, we add these special abilities, it's kind of encroaching on the tower area. Just a thought. Just make everything a little bit, I don't know, skinnier. That'd be nice. So on the tournament on Saturday, I was able to use Death Wave to get the full 1050% extra health, or what it says when I click on health over here at 10.5. So it's nice that we're able to max it out. I would like to put more research there, but it wouldn't really help us for Legends. There's too many other things that I would need to get for that to help me in Legends. Oh my goodness, I have all this money. I could have spent that on something. Should I go back and spend that? Or just keep on collecting it for the next time? I'm thinking yes, go ahead and spend it. All of my researches will take about a day, so I should be able to farm it back. So, sorry everyone, we're gonna restart this. Go ahead and grab that thing there too. Wouldn't really help me with anything right now. Enhance. We could put a lot in the landmine damage. We could do some cash, free upgrades, coin bonus, recovery package plus, multiplier both recovery amount and max recovery. That seems pretty darn good. Already have a considerable amount in health and that. So let's go ahead and get that up to 2, close to 3 trillion. Awesome. We just need, excuse me, 15 trillion there. Cash bonus would help us for Legends tournament, but it wouldn't help us with our current situation. So I'm going to hold that for now. I would really like wall enhancements. So let's start spending some money here. Okay. And now I have 2 trillion left. We should probably start putting more money into these. So I think next time, instead of putting them into enhancements, I'll probably put them here. Unless I can get coins. I probably should have put it into coins or cells, but I had enough to at least do 1 in coins. But then that wouldn't have helped me in my current tournament. So it's kind of hard to say. And yeah, so we'll just be a little bit better in terms of damage and health. And we put 1 extra point here into enemy health skip. So we got some decent bonuses there. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Last time I was able to get to wave 835, but it was one of those battle conditions that I don't think I'm too good at right now. And that's where the range unit, if it hits your tower, you lose basically control. It won't shoot any of its normal bullets for like 0.7 seconds or something. But if you're getting hit multiple times, you're just basically stuck and frozen. But your ultimate weapons will still turn on and go normally. Your spotlight smart missile will still go off. Things like that. Your landmines will still go if you get any kills. So you're not completely helpless. And of course, you're, black hole, death wave, all that jazz. But I think to get better with that, I think I need more like chain lightning and like probably more research into damage and more stones into ultimate weapons that have more damage, and probably more wall research, because if it hits your wall, that doesn't count as hitting your tower, and thus you're not frozen. So actually, probably number 1 would probably be wall health and wall health regen, tower health, and tower regen, because it all kind of adds up to wall health and wall health regen. There we go. Little tongue twister there. Something I changed recently, and I didn't show it yet, but in my farming card deck, I removed the free upgrade card, and in its place, I put in the Intro to Sprint. Since the Intro to Sprint card is now maxed out, it will fast forward me to wave 100, which is really nice. It's basically the first 100 waves. You're not getting much in terms of money or coins. And I'm getting to the point where in farming, I'm just buying everything out, because since I was in Legends for, I think 4 tourneys now, I put in a lot of money into my my normal upgrades in utility, defense, and damage, and because of that, I don't have as many things I need to buy now with my farming runs. So I should be able to buy out most of my upgrades before I die in this champion tournament. Last Saturday, I think most of these were purchased or received through free upgrades, which I have free upgrades here, right? Yeah, free upgrades. I do need that. I can always replace it with something else once I have everything purchased. Having a poppy soda from Costco. They're pretty low in sugar and carbs, though. It is within my sugar and carb budget I have for keto. Been pretty good today. Just had a 3-egg omelet with veggies and sausage and cheese. And then for lunch, I had chicken and veggies with a Hatch green chili cheese dip. Oh, it was really good. And then Due to some work-related stuff, I didn't have breakfast till 11. I usually bring breakfast in with me and eat it when I get hungry. But I was training a coworker on a process I was developing, and I was getting some really good feedback. But then also, we had a setup issue and a tool issue, and I was able to get both identified and fixed through troubleshooting and experience with the troubleshooting and the fix. And it's actually good that some issues popped up during training, because you learn more when there's issues, because I explain the reasoning why I'm testing certain things first, why it may happen, how to confirm if it's the issue, and then what is the correct fix. But that took me an extra hour than I was thinking. And so I don't mind having, breakfast later, but by 11 a.m., it's basically lunchtime. So I had lunch, caught up on emails and instant messages, and then I went and worked out with a different coworker. And then when I got back to instant messages and emails and meetings. But I'm home now and playing the tower. My farming run was still going on when I got home. It was on like wave 5,000 something or tier 9. That was another thing that I got. I got some feedback on Saturday, and I kind of went through, I'm doing like a tier 10 for farming, and then tier 11 when I want to do a little bit more micromanagey. But I tend to still do farm runs with those, even though I'm trying to get to the wave 4,500. Like, I still have all of my farming cards because I don't know. Pretty much tier 2 to tier 10 I have achieved with farming cards, and I probably could have got each one a little bit sooner if I used my tourney cards, cards for getting as far as you can. But I don't know, I like getting extra coins each playthrough, and then when I do get to wave 4,500 with my farming cards, I tend to do okay in the next one, getting decently far, even with my farming cards. But what was explained to me is you want to go a little bit more down in tier. You want to kind of be in the 5,000, 6,000 range before your tower gets destroyed, because then you farm a lot more research cells. And you know what? Sure enough, it paid off, because it used to be I could get a ×4 every now and again. Now I have 2, and I didn't realize it until I already put these 3 at ×3. So next time I need to take a look, and then I'll put the ×4 on a lab speed and a economy one, because I want to knock out those economy first. But yeah, that's nice. I've gone to all of them ×3 to now I'm getting like at least 1 or 2 ×4. So yeah, thank you. And I think that was Kristen. Definitely start with a K. I might be pronouncing your name wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, I really appreciate the questions and comments on how to basically use my time more efficiently. And it's kind of fun to kind of hypothesize and think about how can I best utilize my tower, my research, my cars, my modules, all that. I find it fun. So last Saturday, I was also in Champion League, and I think it wasn't until trying to remember now. I think it was wave 400, or it might have been wave 600. It was a bit higher than I expected, but it wasn't until then, until my death wave actually broke. And so like I'm not really getting that many kills um other than with Deathwave until like wave 400 to 600, somewhere in that range. But the thing is, once that happened, things kind of went much harder pretty quick. But of course, once my Deathwave went down, once my wall started taking considerable damage, if not broken, then I'll put in my my cards that I need to go even further and turn on my damage ultimate weapons. Yeah, so far with Deathwave, I've been mainly doing research with economy type research. There's several researches for Deathwave that would help. I definitely finished Cells. I finished that one first, actually, because research, in my opinion, is even more important than economy. Research seems to be a big bottleneck for a lot of players, and especially myself, who started last year, whereas there's a lot of other players who started 2 or even more years ago, so they had the luxury of time to get a lot more researches done compared to myself. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I had to cough all of a sudden. So I don't know about you guys, but it was single digits where I'm at. Pretty big cold front seemed to have rolled through the majority of the U.S. But luckily it wasn't windy, so it was definitely cold. But I swear, a week or two ago it was in the 20s and even high 20s, and it felt colder just because the wind was, I think, like 40 miles per hour or higher. It was ridiculous. And that just tends to whip all the heat off of you and just makes you feel so cold. I remember one of my first jobs was working for a church, and I would drive disabled and elderly members from their car to the front door of the church. How this church was situated, there was a lot of hills for a considerable amount of the parking lot to the front door. So there was just some people who really appreciated a golf cart ride. And I remember there was certain days where it got so cold, and because you're in a golf cart, you have that extra wind. And this golf cart had no protection from the elements except for a roof over my head, which is nice when it's raining, but my shoes and pants would still get wet. I remember it was so cold that my face felt like it was frozen in place. Like if I smiled, my smile would stay there, even if I stopped the smile. My muscles was like would stay in that position for, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds. It was just a weird feeling. I guess I have it pretty good. When the weather is not that great, I tend to just stay inside. Whether it's hot or cold, just reduce how much I'm outside. But yeah, if it's spring or fall, it's a beautiful day, I'll take some extra walks and enjoy the weather while I can. So let's see. My last stream was about 2 hours. I think a little over 2 hours. This one might even be longer just because I don't have that range units freezing my tower, basically. Something I forgot. Yeah, that seems fine. Orb resistance, thorn resistance, enemy attack speed, tank ultimate, Death Defy, more bosses. So yeah, we'll change that to in Spotlight is less. For my farming runs, I like to do that just because it tends to give me more coins. But I wonder if I can survive longer if I just keep it like that. I don't know. I'll test it out. I will keep it like this. I don't know if fast or ranged or elites, which one should be first, second, or third. With the previous tournament, this is definitely how it should be. But since we don't have any bonuses to fast or range, it might not be as big of an issue. I'm going to do that because I think range isn't as big of an issue as fast. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you would do. I know our towers might be different, but you can still tell me your reasoning. Look at that, 112 reroll shards. I think I was getting like 50 something before. I was like, oh yeah, I can just research that and get that much higher. So I'm excited about that just because I was like under 10,000 reroll shards after I upgraded one of my modules. Yeah, when things get serious, I will remove the 2 coin cards and the cash card. So when things get serious, I probably would have purchased most of the things in utility, defense, and damage. So replacing 3 cards with more stayability, if that's a word. More damage, more defense, more offense and defense type cards instead of more economy cards. Definitely helped me out to go a little bit further. The research with the orb speed and the boss damage, I don't know how much that will actually help me in the tournament, but I have noticed that a lot of other players have those maxed out and they don't have their damage or health maxed out yet. So it seems to be pretty high up there. I also think it's because there's only like 20 to 25 times you have to research it. So I think it's like a time efficient research. Just kind of knock it out, get it out there. There's so many options that I kind of really like it when I finish one, just so there's one less option for me to look at. Because when I normally look at it, I turn off my finished researches just to reduce how many things I need to read. Even the bosses get destroyed by the death wave. Yes, damage per meter, very helpful. I know it's really helpful if you have like Spotlight Plus, but I'm nowhere near that. Nowhere near any pluses, and my first plus would be Golden Tower. I don't know where Spotlight Plus would be in that priority chain. It's just so far away in my mind that it doesn't even make sense for me to look at it. The game would probably be changed by then. Some significant update that would probably change the priority than what it would be now. But it'd be nice if damage per meter affected more things. Like if it was added to, if you read like Death Wave and Smart Missile and all that, it's affected by damage, crit, and I think also super crit type items. So it'd be interesting if it was also affected by damage per meter. So the more range you have, the more effective some of your ultimate weapons might be, and you kind of have to determine what's more important: the smaller range to be more of a blender, or do you want to make use of having extra damage from all your ultimate weapons type of deal? I think that'd be interesting. Another thing that bothers me is like Defense Absolute. Everyone acknowledges that it's just not helpful, especially in the mid to late game. Maybe in the early game it was pretty handy, but I don't even remember that being handy then. I guess I'm considered a newer player than a lot of the YouTubers that are playing this game, and I don't know if defense percent, defense absolute affects wall. For sure, thorn damage and lifesteal does not affect wall, so I'm kind of assuming these two don't either. It'd be interesting if they somehow added in, like maybe you need to do some research, just like some other things, and then that might increase the importance of defense absolute. Just trying to think of things that might help that. So that's one idea. Also, maybe defense absolute not only removes this amount of damage, but also adds that amount to your full health pool. So it would remove 2.44 million, but also add 2.44 million to your health. And it would be a research to get that. I think that might be interesting, because then that also affects wall again. I think landmines are pretty cool. I put in a little bit of money into getting that enhanced, but I didn't do any this time. Done a little research into landmines, but not too much. Although it's considered a defense item, it's kind of up there with a lot of my offensive in terms of priority, and usually I focus on economy. Well, technically, research speed and getting things to be able to finish research first. So that could be lab speed, that can be somehow being able to get more research cells, which I think the only way to do that is with your Death Wave research. And then economy, and then after that it would probably be and when I say economy, I don't only mean coins, but also like reroll shards, modules. Like in my mind, that's also kind of like a currency, because you earn that while playing. As far as I know, I don't know how you could increase. Oh, that's fun. I'm getting email notifications. Hmm. I'll have to figure out how to turn that off before my next stream. I turned it on recently because I was kind of being sluggish on checking my personal email, because I swear, like, all throughout my workday, probably checking my email several times. The last thing I want to do is, when I get home, is to check my personal email. There is a game that I am considering buying on Steam, and I'm like 100% sure that I'm going to buy it. It's just, am I going to buy it tonight or this Friday? I believe it's called Annihilate the Spance, and it's kind of like an RTS. You have to deal with at least 3 different resources, and I think it's like matter or mass, something physical. Then you have energy, which is usually built by electrical generators and blah blah blah. And then you have like logistics. Just the more stuff you build, you have to build more logistics just to kind of basically slow you down. But if you buy like a shipyard, that shipyard will, and you get to select what type of ship you want it to build. But they have small, medium, large, and capital, and maybe even Titan level shipyards. But you pick what ship you want it to build, and it takes X amount of time, depending on what ship it is, and then it will attack the nearest enemy. And you can give it different waypoints in terms of these ships. You can give it, you can tell them all to, when they're being built, try your best to get the ship to be built at the same time as everyone else. And it's almost like it's automated. And I like games like that, kind of like The Tower, where you get to play with the game, but you get to see how the game mechanics react to some enemy. So here, I'm doing different upgrades to my tower, and I get to see how much better or worse it performs against the enemy, which is ongoing squares and triangles. And this other game, it's ships shooting each other. And of course, you get defenses and whatnot. It looked pretty cool. And I think I checked on Steam. It's like in the $25 price range. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good game. I've been liking a lot of smaller, almost indie games lately. I've been playing a lot of like Prison Architect. That game, man, they announced that they were going to do a Prison Architect 2, but I think they pushed it like 2 or 3 times now, unfortunately. And then Helldivers 2 was made by a relatively small company, especially when you consider that they're playing against the big boys, the like AA, AAA gaming companies. Space Marine 2, that might be a bigger company. I forget how big they are. But Helldivers 2 and Space Marine 2 just definitely up my alley in terms of games I like to play. And so for this game, the tower, I just have it farming, and then I do the tournament twice a week, of course. And then when I'm on an airplane, I usually try to do a see how far I can go on certain tiers. So I think the last time I flew, instead of trying to get to wave 4,500, because honestly, I think my flight would be done before I would even get that far, I went to like the highest tier I could get to, which was tier 15 at the time. Well, still is. Just see how far I can go. And then when I died, I went over to tier 14 and so on. So I know there's some tiers that I haven't tested in a long time. And I bet if I tested again, especially with tourney type cards, I bet I can get some new, not achievements, but those rewards you get for certain wave levels. And it's usually coins, gems, or stones, and definitely be helpful to get them sooner rather than later, I think. Because I'm kind of in this weird point when competing with other people's towers where I'm good enough to get into Legends every now and then I can only stay like 2 or 3 tourneys, and then I get pretty knocked down. I stayed 2 tourneys in a row, and then the third time I got pushed down, but I think it was because of the range enemies will freeze your tower, and I think I just don't have the right research and upgrades for that specific one. That specific one tends to get me the most. So again, I think I need to update like my wall research for that and some type of damage to remove those range enemies faster. And then I'm going to just keep on putting in money into enemy level skips until it just gets so expensive that my free utility upgrade is just passing me up, because it'll take me, I don't know, 5 minutes of farming money. You know, it might take me 5 minutes to get the amount that I need. But in that time, I've, done, I don't know, what would it be, 20 to 50 waves. And by then I'm getting more free upgrades at a 63% rate here. Well, that's funny. My free attack is a little bit higher. What I think I need is either utility to get these down or get them up faster, or defense, just because there's so many defense things to buy. Usually defense is the last to get totally bought out. Wow, we're over 45 minutes in, and my my death wave hasn't even altered. And I have the berserk card, so once I get hit, it will go up. I believe I reduced my attacks. Well, no, I removed the attack speed card, but I'll put it in when the enemies start getting through the wall. I didn't want to remove the attack card because that does increase how much damage my death wave does, and thus I get more enemies to buff up my death wave health bonus, which I'm already at about ×7 health, which is just amazing. Getting some research into these enemy skips, I think, kind of went up higher in priority in my mind because I think there's only 20 of them. So I should be able to finish them off pretty quick, I think. And I think that's a pretty good thing to have, and it should allow me to get further, not only in tournaments, but also my farming runs, which would also help me with economy. So like, yeah, there's certain research and cards that help you with economy, but also you got to think your tower needs to be able to get further, because the further you get, the more economy you get that way too. So it's really interesting on how you got to prioritize things. And luckily, this community for this cell phone game seems to be pretty friendly. And I was looking for something to kind of keep my interest while I was on the airplane that didn't require Wi-Fi, because you turn your phone to airplane mode, and some airplanes have Wi-Fi and some others don't, and some have it but you need to pay $9.99 or something for it, or something stupid. Oh, look at that. Okay, it's 262. So maybe I take that back. Maybe wave 400 was when my wall was starting to falter. Well, I can always go back and look at my stream, right? That's the cool thing about recording or streaming your sessions. If I don't think I'm remembering right, I can always go back and double check that. Yeah, I think I was watching like Zardan. He has his attack skip level when it's fully maxed, like in the 50%. Dang. I'm in the high, like 38, 39%. So yeah, that'd be great half the time. I'm skipping health and attack for my enemies. When I unlocked this enemy skip, that definitely helped me out when playing that game, playing this game. Test the chat real quick. I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I added the little sound due to sometimes I get into gaming and don't realize someone comments. If it gets a little too noisy, I can turn it back off. But usually I don't get too many comments, at least not while I'm streaming. Yeah, not making much in terms of money, but that's because I'm not too far. I can for sure tell the difference when I don't have my attack speed card on. So we got about 150 more. 150 for each. Yeah, these get pretty darn expensive. Okay, I'm going to replace one of my cards with attack speed. We're going to slowly So that way there's less chance of an enemy hitting the wall and increasing my damage because of the Berserk card. I guess I could just remove the Berserk card, but eh. I'll just slowly put everything back how it should be. Um, what would be the next play? It would be the coin card for forget. Could do landmine stun. Actually, usually when I max out Deathwave bonus, that's when I put all my damage things on because it no longer matters if I hold myself back. Now we still got 22 hours for everyone else, but I think the highest I saw, oh, never mind. It was 700. Now it's in the thousands. Holy moly. Okay. I've gotten in the 900s before in the champion tournament, but I don't remember ever getting in the thousands, but we will see. We do not have that battle condition of either anything that boosts fasts or range enemies, so a little hopeful. I'm starting to think this might be better for farming if my goal is to get into the 5,000, 6,000 waves for tier 9. And with, what was it called? Like intro speed or speed intro card removes, 100 waves, gets you in there. I kind of always not really like that card for farming because I feel like I can put something in there that will help me survive longer. So I might switch it out. I think I was just having fun with it, trying to get one of those missions done. So I may switch it back out. Let me know if you have the intro sprint card in your farming runs or not. But yeah, I think putting elites as like priority 1 is definitely important. Bosses usually are not a problem for me for whatever reason. I usually don't at least die because of a boss. Maybe a boss took a lot of shots and so something else was able to get in, but bosses are really good at destroying my wall. But focusing on them, I don't think would stop that, unfortunately. I didn't even put money into landmines yet. Yeah, it's a 25% chance. It's almost maxed out just from free upgrades. Have we been hit yet? Yeah, we have been hit. We have some berserk bonus there. I tend not to put any I tend not to click any defense and damage just because if I focus on these two, by the time it's time to switch over, enough free upgrades plus I put enough coins into these that they fill out pretty quickly. Although last Saturday, I remember I wasn't able to finish wall health. I mean, at a certain point in the tournament, the wall doesn't help as much just because it just tends to die pretty quickly after it's put back into place. But I remember several champion playthroughs. All right, so the boss tends to get stuck right here. So once I start having issues, I might move my orbs down here just to maybe be able to hit the boss a few more times when it's what do you call it? Snared, webbed, whatever it's called. Energy net. Nope, not maxed out on Deathwave yet. Still got another like 2% to go. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks. I'm hoping to get back into Legend, but due to my work schedule, I cannot do the tournament on Wednesday. So a lot of the people that I will be competing against will have another 22 hours of farming. But at least the battle condition of the range enemy freezing your tower is no longer there. I think my current tower is not very well suited against that. I believe I need more wall research and maybe some attack speed and some type of damage research would benefit me against that battle condition. But like a lot of players, I'm focusing on economy for a while. But did have a few researches complete just between last tournament and today, which is cool. I had 2 complete. One was the black hole coin bonus, and the other one was the orb speed. So those are some decent ones to get done. How are you doing, Jeffrey? How's your day thus far? Yeah, I don't think there's any what do you call it? I don't think there's any end working on your economy. Yeah, black hole coin bonus is huge. Getting them all synced is huge. Um, yeah, I definitely noticed when not only when I got black hole, but got 2 black holes, and then when I got it synced to my golden tower, I think that's when I really noticed a difference in my economy. That was probably my biggest jump in economy in the last, might have been the last 4 weeks when I finally got them synced. So for me, that was a huge boon. What mods am I running? Good question. Where's that button? There it is. So I have a legendary Ashriel Deliverance. I like this one because of the bounce shot. I do not have the one where you automatically kill something, but I think this is pretty darn up there for being pretty darn good, especially when you're getting to late game, when it's good just to hit a lot of enemies. I kind of just went for the first orange that I got, just to kind of get that there. And then when I get to maybe 141, I might look into what are the best effects to get for a cannon. For my defense, I got a mythic wormhole redirector. It's pretty darn good. This health regen up to 75% of my package max recovery has really helped me stay in the game longer. And I did look into what are the best ones for defense, and it was pretty much all wall health related, basically. More wall health, more wall rebuild, and more health regen, and then extra defense. So that was nice getting that. Let me know if there's better effects, and I could try to roll for it for 141. For this guy, this makes me sad that he's still just level 100 legendary, the Galaxy Compressor. But I really like that benefit of ultimate weapons reduction by 13 seconds every time I get a recovery package. That is so nice. I will retouch up effects when I at least get to 101. I should have the reroll shards for that for sure. And then I have a Dimension Core Mythic. I could probably have better effects. Like, in my opinion, I probably should have had more Death Waves instead of more Death Wave damage. The Black Hole Duration and Black Hole Size, I kind of like, but there's probably some better ones I could get. I really appreciate that I had the extra Golden Tower bonus, because I have all the research done for Golden Tower, and most of my stones are in Golden Tower. Thorns would be better than Wall Rebuild. Okay. The cool thing is you can have that special auto reroll for you, and I'll just put that in the in the options. Yeah, thank you for that. I think I just looked at what some other YouTubers were using, and I kind of just through what they're using and what they say, I kind of see if that makes sense to me, and then I try to aim for that. I looked at the Discord once, but I prefer to get my info from YouTube personally. Yeah, that's a good point. By the time your wall comes back, you're dead either way. So yeah, you need those thorns to kind of take out those enemies so they keep on hitting you. Yeah, I like that. This seems like solid logic. You know, I didn't think about that. That's a really good point, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I have a random question. Um, does defense percent and defense absolute also affect wall? I actually don't know the answer to that question. Yeah, thank you, Jeffrey, for you've been a person that comes to most of my streams. You and Christian um, come to most of them. I really appreciate your comments and suggestions. Defense percentage stops at level 98%. Yeah, defense absolute is pretty trash. I was kind of thinking like there's certain upgrades that are just basically considered low tier, and I was kind of thinking of ways to get that up. Let's see what my defense percentage right now. For me, it's just below 70%. I can definitely do more research in that area, and I know updating your mod effects can also bring that up. But yeah, trying to reach 98% would be pretty nice because that would really increase my survivability. That's definitely something I need to work more on. See, so far in my bracket, I got some individuals who are in the thousands. I think the highest I've been thus far has been in the 900s. It gets super long, like months. Oh no. Getting to lab 24 gets you 98 with the ANC mod. Wow, months. I'm hoping that's without the research multiplier. I forget if it was either you or Christian that suggested I farm at a lower tier. I think at the time I was farming at tier 10. I was asked about, how far I got in tier 10 and tier 11. Christian's a man. Yeah. So far, both things you and Christian has suggested makes logical sense. So I have been trying them out. I'll try them for, either between a tournament, well, 2 tournaments, or a full week, and then I'll kind of see for myself if that's been a bonus or not. And then pretty much every time has been a bonus, in my opinion. So yeah, I really appreciate just how friendly and helpful the community is. Yeah, I've been watching some of your videos, Jeffrey. I'm trying to remember the most recent one. I think you were the video where you're starting to get some keys. We don't have too many yet, and you're trying to get to that auto demon mode. And yeah, that's something I would love to have, but I don't know. It's pretty competitive in Legend. It'd take me a long time to get there, especially since I'm competing against a lot of other more long-term players. And I think you had the good idea of respecking your tower in terms of like enhancements, like maybe taking all those coins out of extra coins and extra cells just for the tournament and then going right back. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of micromanagement, but that's definitely would get me further in tournaments. Yeah, you know what? I was actually thinking that. So for farming, another one that I could maybe use is this mythic singularity harness. I could probably get that up to level 110, 111. So that way it would give me more coin bonus. Plus, it has a decent unique effect, which is increases your bot range, which my current coin boss has the full coin range. But I do not have any of the no core. No. What do you mean by no core? No core. Oh, you're saying this this core needs to be changed out for farming. Yeah, no, thank you for the correction. Unfortunately, all I have is purples right now. Yeah, I kept this, but I haven't unlocked poison. This seems to be not that great. Rotate to the boss. Yeah, I don't think that's a good one. Another poison one. Same thing that I have on. Yeah, I think I've just been unlucky with modules. I think, honestly, this is the best core I have. I understand what you mean. This is great for tourneys, and there's probably some better ones out there for farming, but I just don't have them right now. I just have a lot of junk. And before I knew not to upgrade these to purple, I did a lot of them, and that was my mistake. So eventually I'm going to have to spend some gems. It seems like I should be able to merge some of these. So I just saw like 3 of the poison one, for example, and I think at least 2 that said lightning. So after this turning, I'll take a closer look at that. Modules are definitely an area where I'm probably not understanding it that well. You can upgrade to purple. Are you talking about the trash mods? I thought you're not supposed to upgrade those to purple. Okay, I'm starting to take a little damage on the wall, but nothing significant yet. Yes, you can upgrade to purple. Yes, you can upgrade those. You need to, once you get all the mods to Mythic Plus, then you can stop merging. Oh, okay. You need them all at Red Plus to not need any more fodder. Oh, well, that is good to know. Yeah, so like I said before, that's definitely an area where I think I don't understand as much. Okay, I will start doing that. So once I have them all Mythic Plus, then I can stop merging. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I'll start collecting them, and that would that would have helped me for that module merge mission that I had earlier. I think that was last week, because I kept quite a few and didn't merge them to purple. But I think I keep on watching YouTubers that are way further than I. But that's fine. I get fodders. All health, for example. I'll do one more since I'm close. But and I think it'd be a good time to switch just to make sure I get them all. Also, where am I? I'm at close to 9%. Now I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what's the best core module for farming. I might have to rewatch that YouTube video by Crowbar Zero. I think that video is still relevant, even though there's been a few updates since that video. I don't think it really touched modules that much in terms of the updates. Oh, the free upgrades are beating me. It's like I can never reach the amount. Okay, there we go. All right, I think that's a clear sign that I need to start putting in some money elsewhere. Let's get some money into defense. Let's get these more expensive ones first, I think. Should I just focus on... It's kind of interesting. some videos that are doing really well right now are my turret only build for Helldivers 2. And it's kind of funny that my turret only videos are doing so well, and here I am playing a tower game. I really like this game. I think the last tower defense game that I really liked was Defense Grid 2. I really liked Defense Grid 1 and Defense Grid 2. Both of those games I thought were really good. And I even played a little bit. You can do a little like co-op play with that game. You can do like a versus, like who can do better. And then you can also do a co-op where you each get half a map and you work together to make the best defenses possible. You can still do better with that. All right, that's now maxed out. Let's see. I think we can change this with landmine stun or wave skip. We don't want wave skip because we don't have death wave maxed out, and then eventually I don't need cash, and will replace cash with death ray. Okay. Nice. Ooh, we still got 600 to go. That's why I didn't finish it last time. So I need to put a little bit more coins into wall health. I mean, I was able to upgrade both my defense module, giving me a little bit more health, and I was able to also increase my enhancements, which should also increase my, which was wall health and health regen. How is this doing? Okay, cool. Those are all basically done. Not going to really care about rend armor. Still a lot here, but usually damage is relatively cheap. So I'll go back to wall health, and if I ever see that I think I need more damage, I will go back to attack. Oh yeah, boss stats. Plasma cannon, projectile. Orbs only did 1.4 damage, but we are working on that research to maybe get that up. Just to hopefully kill bosses quicker, because they tend to break my wall pretty darn quickly. Alright, so I need to get my thorn damage up, and I need to get my defense percent up. There are some things I probably should work on. Yeah, I put in that card. Okay. And then when that death wave health bonus gets maxed, I'll turn on spotlight missile, smart missiles, and chain lightning. Or if I think I need it, because I'm about to die soon. Okay, those tanks that act like bosses, they're getting pretty far, but then again, they pause around here-ish. We take care of them, and I kind of want them to actually be there, so they're more likely to get hit by a death wave and give me a little extra health. So yeah, I was thinking if I should switch to damage or not, but I think we're just fine right now. Still have not made it to full death wave there. We'll see if I can reach there before I think we need to use our damage ultimate weapons. Since the last tournament, I did put in a few stones in Chain Lightning to, I think instead of 4, there's now 5. And I think I went from like, my goodness, I think it was just like times 6 or 9 damage to, I think it's considerably more now. Times 32. So I got it up. If it was 6, that's 5 times more damage than what it was, and I guess it was 3, and I moved to 4. That chance percentage, I don't know if that really matters, just because of my attack speed and the amount of bullets and whatnot. There seems to always be chain lightning, but of course, it probably wouldn't hurt. Oops, you'd be here. Nice. I'm getting close to like 5 trillion health. Just with all the mini upgrades. Now maybe it's because I'm at 5x, or excuse me, yeah, 5x speed. I don't notice the mine stun. I don't see enemies stun at all from the mines. So I don't know how helpful it is. On paper, it seems helpful, but hmm. I might put more money in the mine, the landmine damage, just because I think it'll help me get to wall enhancements. I think I need to spend another 15 to 10 trillion in defense enhancements to get to wall enhancement. And I think that'd be really helpful because I think my defense enhancements are in the 20%. So think if I can get wall health another 20%, I think that'd be super beneficial. All right, they're starting to do a little bit more damage to my wall, but they haven't gotten through this like purple extra health there yet. Currently 12th. Hoping to get at least what I used to do is in the 900s. Hopefully I can get further, but you know, everyone else has been progressing as well. Maybe joining a tourney 45 minutes after it started wasn't the best idea. I don't know. It's kind of hard to know when is the best time to time it. And again, other people will have another 22 hours on me, but everyone in my tourney has started except for is that Diddles? Oh, what a funny username. That made me laugh. I don't think I've played enough to really recognize people's names yet, but except for people I watch on YouTube, but they're all in Legend. I ate breakfast so late that I had lunch basically at dinner time, but now I'm starting to get hungry again. I think I'll just skip dinner tonight. There's plenty for my body to feed off of. We're at 5 trillion, and we're not even done with bonus from Deathwave. But I am done with buying health. Oh, that's right. Rend is really helping killing those. Well, it's helping. I don't know if it's helping a lot, but I'm seeing Rend get into like times 12. In the last tournament, I learned I need to turn on smart missiles when Black Hole is being turned on, because it looks like when I turn it on, it can get out of sync with these guys, and so as long as Black Hole is going on, I'd like missiles to go in there and kill them all. That way, it doesn't shotgun enemies at me. The main reason why I got smart missiles to be at the same time. So yeah, even if it's like, 5 or 10 seconds after it starts, as long as it's still going on, and actually it's a good time because then hopefully Deathwave has collected quite a few enemies for smart missiles to do the work. Now, I haven't really put that many stones into smart missiles other than getting them to proc at the same time as Deathwave and Golden Tower. But I haven't put a lot of research into it either because it doesn't really help with economy, but I keep on hearing that smart missiles do well if you put a lot of stones in them. But I can say the same thing about Chain Lightning, honestly. And I like Chain Lightning because it just always freaking happens, it seems. Okay, getting close to 10. I can get 10.5. Definitely when it maxed out. And when it's maxed out, I do not need to hold back. Another reason why I want to get into Legends is these tourneys won't take as long. Really want the keys, though. I really want the auto demon, the auto nuke, and auto missiles. Great for farming runs, too, not just for tourneys. Great for missions as well. Hmm. Got 10 times, just need 0.5 more. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell Jeffrey that I have been putting a lot of gems into cards. I believe he was the individual who suggested I stop spending my gems on research and modules and finish out my cards first, and then after cards, focus on modules. Fortunately. Hmm. If I wasn't doing keto, I'd be drinking beer while I'm waiting for this to progress. Guess I could be doing tequila. Been getting into barrel aged tequila. I'm just gonna pour myself water tonight. I got about 4 hours of sleep last night because helping out a friend. That's okay. I can do that 1 or 2 nights in a row, but I'm gonna definitely fall right asleep tonight. That's for sure. Wow, I still got a lot more to go on the wall health. Okay, getting a little low there on the wall health, but then all my ultimates proc. Pretty close. Just another 0.24. I forget how much you get per kill. But let it do its thing. It technically doesn't do it here, or doesn't tell you here, rather. I'll have to look that up. Probably in research. Oh, you know what? It's probably right here. Increase max health by 0.05 when an enemy is hit by effect waves or death wave is destroyed. Max of 10.5. So you get 0.05. So I don't know. I swear I've gotten way more than that. Oh, it's 0.05%, and I can get 1,050%. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, you do need a lot of kills for that. Okay. So what would that be? So we do 1050 divided by 0.05. So we need 21,000 affected enemies that have been at least hit by one of my death waves or effect waves. That's why it's taking so long. So close. Just need 0.05 more. So I think that's 50 more affected enemies. All right, just another 20 now. Okay, don't need to hold back. Let's turn this on. Let's turn this on, and then we'll turn Smart Missile on when I can see a black hole. I guess I could also try to time it with this, but actually it wouldn't be bad for it to proc on just a little after it starts. So yeah, next time it should turn on just a few seconds after black hole starts. Right? I don't have anything permanent. Except for Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning's permanent. Oh, and Spotlight is permanent. Sorry. I forgot about Spotlight. Sorry, Spotlight. Yeah, I've been playing this game so much. I'm like, well, why am I not making videos or streaming it? If I'm going to use my time, I might as well stream it or at least record it and put it on YouTube. That way, at least my hobby becomes, I'm going to do it anyways. Why not try to make a little money off of it? Also, I get to talk to some people who also like this game. Instead of being a loner, at least I'm reaching out to the community. Okay, I think I'm fully engaged. I think the only thing left is to change the money card to Death Laser. I honestly don't see that. Maybe it's because I'm 5x. I mean, that would mean they're stopped for less than a second, so I don't know. It's fully upgraded. Does it get any better? Yeah, just another 0.4 seconds. That's not that great. Let's see if I switch it with Death Ray. Let's see how effective that is. Unfortunately, Death Ray is only level 1. I am working on my cards, but still got a lot more to buy. If I just get one more gem, I can buy another 10. In the middle of a tourney. I guess I could buy them individually as well. I just, patience and all that. But yeah, the death ray seems to kill a good amount of enemies if they're right in that path, and that does free up my tower to shoot other things. Once wall is no longer really holding up its own, I'll switch over to damage if I still need to buy something over here. But honestly, it's usually doesn't take too much of my money to do so. Oh yeah, we're still getting these. These are just so expensive though for me that I have to do my free ups. Okay, yeah, I guess this is it. This is gonna be. Let's go ahead and just finish out damage, just because I think it'll be more of an effect per dollar. Spending close to 7 million on just 0.1 wall can only get you so far, I think. Nice, those missiles are doing their job, putting in some damage when they're in black hole. Yeah, Rend is affecting bosses. Okay, good. I swear I didn't see the notification a lot of the times. Okay, less than 100 left for damage. There it is. Okay. Damage is basically done. You know, I could spend some here, but because there's so many, it does get relatively expensive and it doesn't help almost at all. I mean, look, enemies are doing 2.13 trillion damage, and this will just block, the first 3 million. I don't think that's really gonna affect it that much. I think a bigger thing is this defense percentage now that Jeffrey confirmed that is affected by Wall. Wall also gets that defense percentage, so that makes it even better than what I thought. Same thing with Thorn damage. But of course, right now I haven't put much research into wall thorn damage, so um, yeah. See, I get a free defense absolute. Wish I'd put it towards wall health. Got another 370 purchases here. Here I would basically get 300. Let's go ahead and just buy some just to like remove. Still so far away. I need 3,500. Yeah, even that's going to get expensive, even though it's cheap right now. Yeah, I think that's a waste. Eventually, if I'm starting to get real low, I can change the money card into the maybe wave skip would be better than the money card, especially if I'm starting to struggle. So I think when it's getting down to I had to bring in my demon mode, I might put in skip wave just to maybe get an extra wave here and there. Just to get a little up in the rankings. That might be an idea. Just because by then money will be not as effective. Because the skip wave card is now maxed out, which is nice. So I think I have a 19% chance to skip. So I could probably get, I don't know, another few waves if I'm lucky. Well, I'm being optimistic. My wall hasn't been destroyed yet. I'm in the 800s. I was definitely hurting a lot more on Saturday. I think it was just harder battle conditions. I'm going to turn my heater up because I'm actually getting a little cold, and my computer room is like one of the warmest rooms because of my computer. I'm going to turn it from 64 degrees to 66. Let me know in the comments where you put your heater at in the winter, what you put your AC at in the summer. I put it to 60 when I leave for work, and then I put it to like somewhere between 60 and 64. But I'm kind of cold today, so I'll put it to 66. And then when I go to bed, I put it back down to 60 because I like to sleep a little cold. During the summer, I usually have it at like 72, but then I'll turn it to 68 right before I go to bed. Just because I like to sleep a little cooler. I still don't understand why people value Rend so low. I mean, once I see times 12, the unit usually dies, just because that's times 12 more damage. But maybe because it's just the damage from the bullets and not from anything else. If it was from everything, I think that'd be really beneficial. But maybe that's why people don't value it, because especially towards, higher and higher waves, your bullets are not doing the majority of the damage. It's your thorns, it's your orbs, it's your ultimate weapons doing the majority of your damage, kind of more in game. So people tend to put more research into ultimate weapons and survivability, like defense, just to keep you alive longer, so that your ultimate weapons and orbs can have longer time to do their work. Well, I'm getting to 900. Wall hasn't broken. Of course, everything escalates at 900. But eventually these things max out. There we go. I'm starting to feel the heat now. That's pretty nice. Okay. Let's be a little cheeky. See if I get anything that'll help me currently. So far, no. All into orbs. Look at that. Is that 4 or 5? 5 in a row? Okay. Well, maybe we'll get landmine maxed out. All right, landmine is maxed out, so now it's 3.8 seconds. And that's something. So another card maxed out, so that's one less card I will get each time. I'm not using it yet, and I already kind of identified the cash card to be replaced by Wave Skip. I could probably do the free upgrades, change that out to landmine, because it would just drop it by, I think, 6 or 8%. I think at this point, getting any extra upgrades will help, only so much. Because we want the extra survivability, we might take that risk. Probably do that when I have to hit demon mode, because once I hit demon mode, once it's gone, usually means I'm going to be out pretty darn quick. So I think that's when I'll replace those 2 cards. I guess with Wave Skip, you have a 19% chance to get 10% more money. So, I mean, that's nice and all, but I don't think it's beneficial to use it until, like, you want to use it to skip a few extra waves just to get that much farther. Dang, I'm taking out bosses before they even touch my wall, even at this far into the tourney. That's pretty good. And just think, next tourney I should have a lot more orbs do damage to bosses underneath my belt. Now, of course, orbs don't do as much damage thanks to the battle conditions, but still, it's not hurting. It's definitely in the helping category. Just, I don't know by how much. And my Chain Lightning is doing ×5 more damage than last tourney. Kind of wish I had those extra 1 or 2 card slots. Get a few extra things in there would be nice. Oh, my voice is getting deeper. I'm getting tired. My voice gets deeper when I get tired. Since I only got 4 hours of sleep last night, it's I'm definitely ready for bed. Probably after this tourney ends, I'll start up a farming run and then go to bed. Nice. See how long my wall lasts. Can it last to wave 900? Oh, and that's right. My I keep on forgetting that my module Chain Lightning has a 60% chance of hitting the initial target. Oh, okay. Shock chance and multiplier is doubled. If a shock is applied again to the same enemy, the shock multiplier will add up to a max stack of 15. Okay. Well, maybe I should put a few more stones into Chain Lightning. That actually might be a big boon for me if I get Chain Lightning up in power and strength and how many branches it can do. Especially towards the end game when they start all crowding up. Get a lot more bounces. Oh, we've had some close calls. Oh, there goes my wall. All right, I don't think I need to switch my cards until it's getting time to hit demon mode. I don't think there's really anything else to buy other than wall health. I could buy more of this, but again, I think wall health, even though it's expensive as it is, I think it's more helpful. Just because this is a multiplier, whereas this is additive. So mathematically, that alone is a little bit more significant. So times 70, we get it 1 more million. Well, 16 million gives me another 0.1%. But when it's, I think it was like 30 trillion. So 0.1% for 16 million versus another, million. Yeah, I still think this is more beneficial. Now, once this gets complete, I'll, of course, buy this until it's out, but I don't think I've gotten to that yet. So I guess it's not true that I can buy everything in Champion Tournament. So maybe I should spend a little bit more money, maybe in defense and utility instead of enhancements until that's the case. Because I need to do that for Legend anyways. So if I can't even do it for Champion, I definitely need to do it for Legend. I need to do it for Champion so I get into Legend. Yeah, I'm definitely hungry, but I usually don't have a problem going to bed hungry and still fall asleep just fine. Since December 17th, I have lost 19 pounds. My goal is 60, so I'm close to 30% there. But in my opinion, at least for me, the first 5 to 10 pounds are easy, then it just gets harder and harder because you have to make more adjustments in your life to keep it going. Um, and then the hardest thing is keeping it off. I've gotten down to that weight before, but I got right back up. For example, I really want a pepperoni and hatch green chili pizza stuffed crust if possible. That's so bad, but definitely can't have carbs in keto. You can't have all that cheese and pepperoni and hatch chili. I wonder if there's like keto pizza dough. So I found some special tortillas that were, they're low in carb. Of course, they do not taste as good, that's for sure. Just so I can make some tacos and burritos. Uh-oh. Health is getting low. Let's slow it down a bit. I'll put it down to 1 when I have to do demon mode. Well, yeah, so that I hit demon mode correctly. So whenever I lose my wings, I'll turn it down to 1. All right. Halfway to 1,000 and just re-got my wall. It'll give me time to hopefully replace this. We will see, though. Yeah, 33 trillion. Nice. Nice. The boss got hit by a missile. Say no to that. Another 300 to go. Wow. Huh. Okay, so got my wings. I got a little scary. I'm gonna put it down to 2 times. Yeah, death rate doesn't kill those tanks. Kills commons easy enough. Holy moly! Well, I'm up there, but like I said earlier, other individuals have another 22 hours to use than I do. So we'll just have to score really high. But no one can get past me, even with an extra 22 hours of farming. If not, I always have Saturday. Oh, I saw a reconnecting notification. Let me know if you're having any issues with the live stream. I am recording just in case because I had one live stream basically just straight up shut off. And I probably lost about 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay, but I just restarted another stream. I might be a little optimistic, but I might get into the thousands. As I say, as my health gets really freaking close to zero. Oh man. It's okay, I still have my wings. I should get my wall soon. Uh-oh. Looking bad. All right, I pulled through, which I appreciate because I would rather, when I need demon mode, not to have my wall pop up when I'm in demon mode, if possible. Come on, wall. Wow. They basically destroyed my wall instantly. Okay. Getting close to that time to hit demon mode. demon mode right away. And luckily, my wall is nowhere near recharging, because I think you do a lot better if your wall is not up. At least for me, because I haven't put too much research into wall thorns yet. There's just so many other things that are higher priority, in my opinion. All right, then I'll probably bring it back down to 1x speed when demon mode is almost done, just so I can hit my nuke and missiles correctly. But it might be challenging to get to break 1,000. This is a 2.5 hour stream now. Oh, demon mode is over. Okay. Nuke will only get me so far. If at all. All right, I think we can hit 990. I don't know about 1,000. It would be nice to get 1,000 or higher. I think I'm already in 4th place. But my competition has another 18 to 20 hours to bump me down. Oh yeah, we can get to 990. Oh yeah. Can I change this real quick? Take off money. Put in wave skip. Take out free upgrades. Do landmine stun. I forgot to do that during demon mode. Every little bit helps, and I think money and free ups less likely to be helpful because I don't have many waves left. But wave skip can give me an extra wave here and there. All right, recovery package definitely needed. Would that be more helpful? I don't know. All right, my health is like in the teal. All right. It's up to RNG now. I've done everything I can. All right. Speaking of RNG, my wall came up. I guess we can speed this up to 2. It's not like I can do anything now. Come on, 1,000. Just missed it. Rank 4. More stats. Technically, that was 8 hours of game time. 2 hours of real time. It's killed by ranged. Huh. All right, good to know. Damage taken wall. Yeah, my tower took more damage than my wall, yep. No death defy, but that was one of the battle conditions, was to reduce that. Okay, projectile damage, 13S, what is that, Sectilion? Which I believe S is after capital Q. Right? Or is capital Q after S? To double check that, I actually don't know. Wave skipped only 3. Well, hey, that might be 3 more waves than I would have gotten. It is what it is. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, let's look at the ranking. Yeah, I got 997. Main competitions are in the thousands. Then I got several competition in the 900. Still got one guy who hasn't tried yet, and some of these people may retry tomorrow. Due to my work schedule, I won't be able to do it tomorrow. But all right, I'm going to set up a farming run, and then I'm gonna head to bed. Thank you, Jeffrey, and I saw I got up to like 2 viewers for a while. Appreciate y'all viewing all the way to the end. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free to do, and it really helps out the channel. Cheers.